Hello, my name is Recky. Welcome back for another military reaction with Recky. Whew. We've done a few of these, and I'm always looking forward. I always search YouTube for more videos like this. You guys are fantastic with the suggestions, and I think it's high time that we go back to the helicopters, and this time it's the Super Stallion, the CH-53E Super Stallion, which is considered United States military's heaviest helicopter. Um, I don't know what that means. What can it transfer? I bet there's got to be like variation to it. I haven't seen it yet, of course, but I'm assuming that there's gonna be different types of it, like E and F and G, maybe, with one within transport, one being like an attack helicopter, not an attack helicopter, but has the means of creating some havoc, or it's none of this. It's just a transport helicopter and it's kicking some series. But I guess we gotta find out. If you do enjoy this segment, I like to call Recky Reacts to Military, U.S. military, of course. Don't forget to smack the like and, of course, hit that subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. A lot. Of course, we're checking out U.S. military news, a channel that we go to when we need some knowledge, information, and learning stuff about United States Armed Forces. If you haven't checked out U.S. military news before, you find the link for the video we're going to watch, and of course for the channel right down there in the description. Go there and give them the support that they so much deserve. That's a good point. Before we watch, we say thank you so much to the channel members and the patrons. Thank you so much for the excellent support. Thank you. A big shout out to the Supreme Tier donators over by Patreon, and of course, channel membership. You guys rock. Thank you. Personal shout outs to the ultimate supporters, only available on Patreon, I think. Deja, Walt, Dwayne, Dana, Troy, Robert, Matt, Lon, and Barbara. Now, some military. Ooh, I got a deep voice here. Come on. Use military news. Stallion. Might be loud. Hold on. Of course it's loud, Recky. It's helicopters.
Meet the CH-53E Super Stallion, the heaviest helicopter in the United States military. The CH-53E Super Stallion served as the workhorse of the Marine Corps for over 40 years. This three-engine helicopter is a heavy-lift powerhouse. No other aircraft...
It looks like it's actually flying a train when it comes to maneuvering it. Kind of understand that. Look, you've seen the next one.
This three-engine
look at this. The movement is like slow and it's chunky. It's a heavy-duty one.
Helicopter is a heavy-lift powerhouse.
No
other aircraft in the Department of Defense can compare to the CH-53E Super Stallion, said Captain Peter Neerheim, an instructor pilot with Marine Heavy Helicopter Training Squadron 302. It's the only one capable of doing what it does. It is the Marine Corps' heavy-lift asset.
So, to my knowledge, this is the CH-53E Super Stallion is only used by the Marines. That's what I'm getting to that. If I'm wrong, help me out. But I feel like he's actually saying that.
Helicopter serves as a symbol of relief to troops on the ground. Whenever anybody sees it coming in, they know they're either getting mail, food, supplies, or they're getting out of there. They know they're getting something in a huge quantity, so they're happy. It's the unsung hero of Marine Corps aviation. The aircraft's capacity and flexibility make it noteworthy. We can lift Humvees and artillery. It can transport just about anything and everything.
Holy shit.
The CH-53E Super Stallion has provided combat support since 1981. Marines can perform fast rope landings and rappel from it. It's frequently used to insert and extract troops from combat zones. In February 2010, CH-53E Super Stallions were used for the initial insert of Marines at Marja in Helmand Province, Afghanistan, for the largest air assault since Vietnam. More than 600 troops were transported in less than 2 hours. However, the feat is not unusual for the helicopter, said Captain Jonathan Bryan, a CH-53E Super Stallion instructor.
I mean, this is a view I love to see. Look at that. We got three of the super stallions just waiting to get loaded up with the boys and the girls, of course, or the non-binaries.
Instructor with Marine Aviation Weapons and Tactics Squadron 1. The helicopters have been used multiple times to transport an entire battalion during a period of darkness. No one can lift what we lift, said Bryant. It can land somewhere and host a forward arming and refueling point for vehicles and aircraft.
Well, he cannot pick up a tank, can he? No.
It's also used to recover downed aircraft and to evacuate and rescue people. Anytime there's a major disaster, CH-53E Super Stallions take thousands of pounds of food and relief supplies. The Super Stallion is no longer in production, but the fleet is undergoing a reset to extend their service life through 2025.
That's cool. I'm going to call them the truck of the sky. All right? What do you think about that? The truck of the sky. I just came up with that, and I feel super cool about it. Yeah.
Of the 142 CH-53Es in the fleet, the first 25 helicopters have completed their reset process, allowing the squadron commanders to plan for training, operations, and maintenance with renewed confidence. The CH-53E was designed to transport up to 55 troops with seats installed along the center line of the cabin, or up to 32,000 pounds of cargo internally.
Sometimes wish that he could just add some text somewhere when everything is changed from the imperial system to metric system. I know I can probably Google that. I mean, it's super fast, super easy, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass if I have to do that every time. So I guess I gotta go back in the video and re-watch it, then Google it.
Additionally, it can carry external loads of up to 36,000 pounds. The CH-53E is powered by
and I know it's a lot. I mean, 36,000 pounds. That's a lot.
3 General Electric T64 GE 416 turboshaft engines, each of which is capable of producing up to 4,380 shaft horsepower. The engine's mounted above the helicopter's main cabin, and its power is transmitted to the rotors through a complex system of gears and shafts.
So basically, I was right about it. I don't feel like it's used in any kind of hostility situations, and I'm gonna stand with the truck of the sky.
The Super Stallion helicopter is capable of reaching a top speed of approximately 170 knots, which is equivalent to 196 miles per hour,
Holy
or
shit.
315 kilometers per hour.
Oh, did he say 350?
The Super Stallion can extend its range and endurance through in-flight refueling. The helicopter is fitted with a forward extendable in-flight refueling probe, and it can also hoist hose refuel from a surface ship whilst in hover mode. Originally, the only armament on a CH-53E was 2 50 caliber machine guns mounted in the windows on the sides of the helicopter, which could only cover the front and most of the sides, leaving the rear exposed. To address this vulnerability, a ramp-mounted weapons system, RMWS, has been developed and evaluated by the U.S. Marine Corps. The M3M RMWS.
I really want to do service in the United States. I really want to do that. I did Sweden, but I really want to do this somehow. Right? Let me know if I can do it. Set it up for me. Do it.
This is a Fabric National Herstal GAU-21 50 caliber reduced recoil machine gun that can be quickly installed and removed from the ramp in less than 2 minutes. The M3M has a rate of fire of 1,100 rounds per minute. The CH-53E also has chaff flare dispensers. The CH-53E is currently the largest helicopter in the Western world, while the CH-53K, which is still in production, will be even larger.
Wow.
They're second in the world to the Russian Mi-26 helicopter. MH-53E Dragon.
Here we go.
The Navy requested a version of the CH-53E for the airborne mine countermeasures role.
It looks like a bit more. It looks really bad as in black, but I don't know why they're using black in the Navy. Isn't that like a color you see directly? I would probably think like light blue would be good out in the sea, maybe. I know Navy's not in the sea all the time, but I mean, that's just me.
designated as the MH-53E Dragon. This variant features enlarged sponsons that provide substantially greater fuel storage and endurance. The MH-53E is equipped with advanced sensors such as sonar and magnetic anomaly.
I would guess that the helicopter being black is basically good when you're doing night missions and stuff like that. I do understand that that would be the perfect, due to the fact that they are not engaging in combat. I think black might actually be the best color due to its missions.
Detection equipment, which enable it to locate and classify underwater mines. It also retained the in-flight refueling probe and can be fitted with up to 7 300 United States gallon ferry tanks internally. Compared to the CH-53E Super Stallion, the MH-53E has undergone several modifications and upgrades to enhance its mission capabilities. These include improved avionics, specialized mine hunting equipment, and upgraded engines with increased power and reliability.
But I think there's another helicopter in the United States Armed Forces that has the exact same way when it comes to mine detections and stuff like that. Or I actually saw a video where they slightly touched the Super Stallion, and that might be it though.
16 CH-53E Super Stallions and 27 MV-22B Ospreys staged an impressive elephant walk. The aircraft formed up across the runway at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar for a massive readiness exercise that celebrated also the 75th anniversary of D-Day. The skies over Southern California saw an impressive display of air power as the U.S. Marine Corps Marine Aircraft Group 16 staged a mass sortie, launching 53 aircraft into the air at once. The service put 27 MV-22 Osprey and 16 CH-53E Sea Stallion helicopters on the tarmac at the same time, then sent them airborne. The show of force, known as an elephant walk, is meant to show the might of the U.S. military.
Elephant walk. Show of force, elephant walk. I've learned something. Really cool.
And its ability to surge large numbers of aircraft. The units involved demonstrated their ability to concentrate strength against the enemy, focus and sustain combat power, and take full advantage of fleeting opportunities. Marine Aircraft Group 16 is a force in readiness, said the commander of the Marine Air Group, Colonel Craig LaFleur. This mass launch is not just for show. The majority of these aircraft will go out and conduct tactical training after their launch, training that makes your Marines the most ready when our nation is least ready. The CH-53E Super Stallion has had several accidents over the years. Here are a few notable incidents. On January 26, 2005, a CH-53E carrying 30 Marines and 1 Navy corpsman crashed in Al-Anbar province near Rutba, Iraq, killing all 31 on board. A sandstorm was determined as the cause of the
I couldn't pay attention.
Rutba, Iraq, killing all 31 on board. A sandstorm was determined as the cause of the accident. The crash was part of the deadliest day of the Iraq War in terms of U.S. fatalities. On October 11, 2017, a CH-53E based at Marine Corps Air Station Futenma crash-landed in the Takai district of Higashi Village in Okinawa. An engine fire forced a crash landing 300 meters from homes. It's worth noting that despite these incidents, the CH-53E has also been involved in many successful missions and has served as a critical tool for the Marine Corps in various operations.
I mean, you cannot get the faction of human errors and faulty engines and electricity. That's it. It's there. Murphy's Law. Right? If shit happens, it will happen. Fortunately.
Say goodbye to the CH-53E Super Stallion. The CH-53E Super Stallion is currently being replaced by the CH-53K King Stallion, which is a newer and more advanced version of the helicopter. Not only is the King Stallion the Marine Corps' largest helicopter, but it's also the largest, most powerful helicopter under the auspices of the Department of Defense. The King Stallion fits within the Marine Corps Force Design 2030 update by complementing ship-to-shore connectors already in service and helping the Corps maneuver in littoral areas. In their press release, the Marine Corps explained that the King Stallion's 3 engines produce 57% more horsepower with 63% fewer parts relative to its predecessor, and it can lift 3 times more than the CH-53E, the King Stallion's predecessor.
Oh,
The
dear.
CH-53K offers significant improvements in flying characteristics compared to the CH-53E. The King Stallion features full authority fly-by-wire flight controls and mission management systems that reduce the pilot's workload. Some of the helicopter's new features include advanced stability augmentation, flight control modes that include attitude command velocity hold, automated approach to a stabilized hover, position hold and precision tasks in degraded visual environments, and tactile cueing. All of these features make the helicopter easier to fly and safer for the Marines the aircraft will carry.
That's what I thought, because of the Super Stallion. It looked chunky, and it took a while for it to turn because it's a truck in the sky. They're taking the King Stallion to keep it as a truck in the sky, but more maneuverable. Like, I just get goosebumps saying that.
Into battle. The King Stallion can maintain its high performance even in what the Marine Corps calls a degraded aeronautical environment. For example, the CH-53K can operate at higher altitudes, hotter climates.
Wow. Is that real footage?
The Marine Corps has a requirement for 200 CH-53Ks. Full rate production is planned for 2023. Full operational capability is scheduled for 2029. Finally, we say goodbye to the CH-53E, which has faithfully accompanied the Marine Corps for more than 40 years. Thank you.
Another banger in my mind. Super Stallion. Really enjoyed this. I really enjoy the fact that America is one of the most powerful military forces in the world. And we can, every time I see one of those videos, I always feel the same. Thank God they're friendly, and thank God that they are the people that they are, about freedom and helping other people in need, no matter where they live. And I wish there were more countries that actually did this. If there's anything I missed in your mind, it could be land-based, sea-based, ground-based, whatever you want to see. Let me know in the comments, and I can search it up. Don't use any links, because links get like blocked and stuff. That's really freaking awful. Just write the name of it. But there's a bunch. There's a bunch. So if you have found something, search that name and then Recky, and you should be able to see if I already did a reaction to it. I highly enjoy this, and if you did too, don't forget to smack the like and of course hit that subscribe. Something I would greatly appreciate. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Recky. You stay safe.